Alright, so I want to do this video. Hold on, please. So I've been meaning to do this video, but I kept delaying it because I needed something. I needed a component I would need to describe what I need to talk about in this video. So a lot of people that have been having issues with their resistor, the AC blower resistor, it's mostly because of the speed of the blower. That what usually kills the resistor that controls the blower. Most Peugeot cars. Now, as you can see, this one. Okay, I don't know if it's coming up very well here. You can see the speed where it is. Okay, this I'm releasing it. Okay, you see, keep increasing it. It's keep going up and down. So normally, this is where I leave it. This is where I leave my own blower speed in almost all my Peugeot cars. This is where I leave it. This is more like the step 3. Of course, if you keep with it, this is the reduction of the speed. If you press it down, keep going. This is step 1, step 2, step 3. Now, guys, honestly, if you don't want to have issue with your AC blower, try not to go beyond this step. This is step 4. As you can see it very well now. Just look at it again. This is step 3. This is step 2. No, this, okay. Alright, this is step 1, step 2, step 3. So I usually keep it at this step. I don't go beyond this. No, I do go, anyway, I do go beyond it, but this is where I usually stop. I don't go beyond this one. In fact, I don't know. Yeah, I could start the vehicle, put on the AC on auto, or it may come up on auto and it will go up and auto, you know. But immediately it goes down, I'll just pull it down. The reason why I'm saying this is because people that have been having issues with their what's it called? The resistor is because their blower is always on high speed, so the demand on the resistor becomes too high. Now this is what those who don't know what the resistor it looks like. This is it. This is the resistor. I think it's almost the same design in all Peugeot cars, so basically the same thing, but not all anyway. I know like 206, 406, 607, they use exactly this, and other PSF vehicles like the Citroen C5 and the rest. Is it C5? Yes, I think C5. Yeah, I use this same and so many other ones. In fact, more like any brother of these 3 cars I mentioned on the Citroen side use this type. So this one usually will affect or stop your blower from working. What I mean blower, I'm talking about this, you know, the air that comes out of here. That's the blower that is doing that work. So this one usually it will kill, you know, it will kill this resistor and then it stop working. Another thing that, in fact, that is even more dangerous or more disastrous when it happens is if you're always on high, maybe up to step 4. This particular, you can see this opening here. There's a plug that goes in here that has 2 wires. This one, the wires here usually melt. What's it called? The negative, yeah, it's the negative ones that are usually affected. In most time it will melt and it can be dangerous. Well, sometimes when it now melts, if you keep using it like that, it will not, of course, because the wires are coated with rubber, it will melt out the rubber. The positive and negative will join with each other, and then boom, fire. This also concerns people that always like, if their car is overheating, they will just put it on the highest speed. Of course, temporarily you can do that for, you know, for a situation to get by, but me, I don't do it. I don't even recommend doing it, because I have other ways of handling overheating issue than putting on the blower at highest speed. So understand that if you're always running your car, in fact, let me give you an example. I'll use my own personal experience, not on my Peugeot car, but it happened in a family. Now, my sister drives a different vehicle. It's not a PSA vehicle. So, she always leave her own, I think somewhere here on that brand. Yeah, I think even on step 2 or something like that. So, one particular day, somebody borrowed that car from her. According to her, somebody borrowed the car and decided to use the car for like the whole day or something. By the time the person brought the car back, the blower was no longer working. There was no air coming out of here anymore. So it became a big issue. And of course, she was very mad. And when she called me and told me about it, that the AC had stopped working, of course, the blower was no longer working, even though she didn't use the word blower. But from the symptoms she described, I could tell the issue was from the blower. So I told her before she gets to the blower that I need to assess and check the state of the resistor. When they pulled out the resistor, you need to see. As in, she took the picture of the resistor with the wire on this that goes, you know, on the socket that or plug that goes into the resistor. They've melted. They've melted so badly that, as in, I don't even know what to say. Is it that she was lucky that if that resistor did not burn, and that it keeps sending power to it, it would have burnt. I mean, that car would have gone into fire, and who knows, maybe burnt to ash. I don't know. Of course, she now made a fire that the person that used the car put the blower at the highest. Now, I don't know why people do that. If your AC is not working very well, it doesn't chill well to the point that you have to put on the blower at the highest speed, then go and fix it. It's not supposed to be on that speed for a very long time. Even when it's on automatic, it regulates it. The automatic, it may come up at high speed, then it will bring the temperature, interior temperature down as quickly as possible, then it reduces the speed. But for you to leave it at that high speed all the time, you are looking for trouble. If you are lucky, it will only damage the resistor. All you need to do is to change it. But most times, even when it affects the resistor, when you check this socket that goes there, you see that it has burnt one of the wires there, especially the negative one. What I mean negative, I'm talking about the one with the negative power supply, or X, whatever I want to call it. So be very careful if you are using a Peugeot. I don't know how your control panel here looks like, but once you increase it and get to a certain distance, stop. You don't need to. Like I did in one of the videos, if you park your car under sunlight and you now realize that, oh, you can't just leave it like this, you are going to be sweating inside the car. Open the doors, start your vehicle, put on the AC, open the doors, wait for a minute or two, and then close the door back, then drive off. So I won't have to go beyond this. That's the point. I'll give you another example that happened to me personally. On this same vehicle, you know, I parked the car, and somebody needed me to come and pick him and some other people somewhere. And so by the time I got to where my car was, the temperature was so high, probably like 40-something degrees Celsius. So inside the interior of the car was very, very hot. So because I needed to drive off immediately, instead of me to wait, open the door, even no matter what, they will not die where they were. Even if they wait for me additional 5 minutes, the earth will not stop to exist. So I immediately put it on to the higher speed. I mean, almost to the fourth one. We went down the windows and drove off. Still, the air did not go. You know, if I drove in that state for more than 20 minutes or 30 minutes or something like that, if not an hour, so that car interior will get cool to some extent. Trust me, guys. By the next day, in fact, that same evening, I started the car, put on the AC. The blower was no longer working. No air was coming out from the AC vent. I thought it was a joke. Did everything. Eventually, it came up that same evening. But I did so many trials. Switch off the car, start the car. I just keep doing it. Eventually, it came up. So I went back home with the vehicle. The next morning, it died completely. Tried it for like 2-3 days. It was no longer working until I changed it. In fact, this is actually the one. That was why I told you I was looking for where I kept it, because I needed to use it to do this video. So I now found it. I decided, okay, it's time for me to do it. Just because I put it on to the highest volume or speed, it killed it. Maybe before I bought this car, maybe the previous user had been doing that, and it wasn't the only. That day I did it wasn't the only time it was done, but probably the harm has been done until I now did it that day. It now killed it completely. So avoid doing this. Now I've used other cars. I have my phone since I've never had any issue because I'm always leaving it here. So don't take it for granted. My advice: keep it here. This is where I usually leave it. The test speed or test step. The maximum I will go is here. I'll stop. If your AC is cooling very well, trust me, you realize that you don't even need to go beyond the third step. Give it 5 minutes. Everywhere, the interior of the car will be very chilled. So I hope it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, well, maybe you learn by experience. And my hope is that you don't learn by experience by the thing getting to the point that the wire melt, touch each other, and burn, and start and cause fire in the vehicle. So that one is something I won't wish anybody. But if it's just the resistor failing, you know, maybe you'll learn after that one. Alright, guys.